Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications. And now, let's join ace broadcaster MAMODE AKUGHA as he takes us inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome to the program. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's Oil Rich region. I'm your regular host, MAMODE AKUGHA. The maiden edition of the highly anticipated Niger Delta Sports Festival has come and gone. Sponsored by the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC, it was successfully hosted in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State from the 2nd to the 9th of April 2025. The initiative was conceived to foster unity across the region and provide a platform for young talents to showcase and launch their sporting careers. With about 3,400 athletes from the 9 states in the region, Bayelsa State emerged overall best, dominating across all the featured sporting events. Recognizing the enormous potential of young athletes from the region, the NDDC has announced plans to establish a sports institute that will nurture and promote sporting talents from the oil-rich region.
The week-long Niger Delta Sporting Festival held in Akwa Ibom State from the 2nd to the 9th of April climaxed in high spirits as Bayelsa State came out on top with 42 gold medals ahead of Delta State, which followed closely with 41 gold, and Edo State in a distant third with 23 gold.
Bayelsa State!
The winners were also awarded with a 50 million naira cash prize by the organizers of the first ever region-wide sports fiesta, the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. The sporting event, which was tagged Beyond Oil, Harnessing Talents, was conceived by the intervention agency to leverage the uniting factor of sports to further boost peaceful coexistence between the different states and their diverse ethnic groups in the region, as well as to create a platform for the cultivation of a new breed of talents that will continue to carry on with the sporting excellence the region is known for, both within and outside the shores of the country. Over 3,400 sportsmen and women from the 9 states in the region of varying ages, including youngsters of 13 years of age, participated in the over 17 different games featured in the competitions, including track and field, football, para-athletics, swimming and traditional wrestling, amongst others. The youthful energy and competitive drive of the athletes and sports talents soared amidst the cheers and jeering of their supporters and enthusiasts of the various games across the different venues that saw the action. The event lived up to its billing by unveiling several raw talents that were previously not known and thrusting them into the spotlight. Oka Dorcas from Bayelsa State dominated the pool with her unmatched speed, agility and endurance to pick up 6 gold medals. Another athlete from Bayelsa State who dominated the headlines is a 16-year-old table tennis sensation, Kemela Udo, who brought home 2 gold medals. Traditional wrestling was another space the Bielsans showed their skills and talent, clinching 7 out of 8 gold medals that were up for grabs. Edo State's David Akahalo, who alongside his teammates picked up the last gold of the fiesta in the men's 4x400 meters relay, was also a delight to watch as he paced his way through the track, while his statesman Rahim Ridwan made a name for himself in traditional wrestling in the under 63 kg weight category. The athleticism of Delta State shone brightly as Favor Asha outran all her peers in the 100 meters race, and Jennifer Chukwuka also rose up to the occasion in the women's race to coast home in 10.41 seconds for Delta State. Their dominance covered the triple jump arena, with Ine Manuel topping the chart and Temitope Ademola doing the same in women's shot put. In boxing, Cross River's contingents put up a good showpiece that could not be good enough to lift them out of the bottom of the list, with just 5 gold medals and 31 medals in total. However, names like Abasiama, Robert and Ubi Uket stood out across male and female boxing categories, just like their statesman Hogan Kid Bassi, who went on to become Nigeria's first world boxing champion. In the game of chess, Delta was at it again, completely dominating in the male category, while Bielsa took charge in the female category. Ondo State went on to pick the gold in male volleyball, while Rivers took home the gold in the female category. In football, a twist of fate happened to the host state's male team, which got disqualified for using a licensed player despite beating Imo 2-1. This brought their steady ascent in the category to an abrupt end as Imo State progressed on their account to the finals. However, Imo could not stand the firepower of Edo, who trashed them to lift the trophy in male football. For the Bielsa State contingent, their impressive performance could be attributed to the strong support and proper grooming provided by the state government.
We have a blend of sports administrators putting the right peg in the right hole. So I think you marry administration, you marry the provision of sports facilities, and the talent, you get a blend.
Athletes from different states also shared their experiences at the first ever region-wide sporting event. Many hailed the initiative and thanked the NDDC for what they say was a remarkable experience.
I really thank NDDC for bringing out this competition, because it really helps a lot. It will build up some people and it will bring up some people's glory for more competitions and to discover some more talent.
NDDC, you people are very, very... In fact, I don't know what to tell them, but let God Almighty continue blessing them. Let them not stop. Let them continue. We will be making them proud.
The novel initiative, hosted in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, attracted sports enthusiasts from across the region who came to support their respective states as well as to enjoy the thrill and charm of the games. Aside cheering their favorites in the fierce competitions for top prizes, they forged a personal connection with the sports talents from across the different states who gave them a flurry of adrenaline rush with their heart-pounding performances.
This event, this festival will be an inspiration to different parts of this country.
I'll say Niger Delta Development Commission, they've done very well in terms of infrastructures, but in terms of bringing up our youth, I'll say I think this is a welcome idea, because they've been doing some skill acquisition, but this is where they have neglected for a long time, and coming up with this idea, I think I'll give it to them.
Earlier, during the opening session, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was represented by the chairman of the National Sports Commission, Alhaji Shehu Diko, lauded the NDDC for the initiative, which he said aligns with the administration's renewed hope agenda. He then urged the young athletes and sports talents to stay focused on their journey, maximize their potential, and strive to make the nation proud. Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umar Eno and his Ondo State counterpart, Mr. Loki Ayedatiwa, who were both present at the opening ceremony, commended the NDDC for the initiative, noting that it would go a long way in preparing young talents for the future that lies ahead. Speaking during the closing ceremony of the festival, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the NDDC, Dr. Samuel Obuku, revealed that plans are already underway to establish a formidable institute solely dedicated to identifying and nurturing sporting talents across the region.
We will not only depend on the sports festival, the sports institute will add value to the sports festival. Let it not be as if we are just meeting you here, but giving you a better conducive environment where you can also learn and also carry out areas of your sporting interest.
The Niger Delta has long grappled with infrastructure deficits despite its unparalleled contribution to Nigeria's economic mainstay. However, over the years, the region has also produced some of the nation's finest and most accomplished sportsmen and women who have brought pride to the country. While the NDDC continues to facilitate development and peace efforts in Nigeria's treasure belt, it also recognizes the irreplaceable role of human capacity development, particularly in sports and entertainment. This commitment lies at the heart of the Made in Niger Delta Sports Festival, an initiative designed to go beyond oil and harness the immense sporting talents across the region.
Inside the Niger Delta.
People of Delta State are continuing to reaffirm their confidence in their governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborewori, and his bold vision for a better and greater Delta. According to residents, the governor's unwavering commitment to delivering quality infrastructure through the initiation and completion of high-impact projects is stimulating development and enhancing socio-economic growth across the state. They made this position known last week during interactions with members of the State Executive Council who were on inspection tour of ongoing projects across various parts of the state.
Projects inspected during the tour include the ongoing Umeje Road project in Ibuzo, Oshimili North Local Government Area, as well as Izele Azagba Otulu Road in Anyocha Local Government Area. While the challenges posed by a lack of infrastructure in the area have persisted for a long time, many residents are now optimistic and hopeful for a change in their fortunes with the emergence of Governor Oborewori of Delta, who they say is actively addressing these issues across the state.
It wasn't good before, actually. It wasn't good. All these places were gallop, feed of goats. So it affects business, like, because people normally, they don't pass here like that. All those big people don't pass here. But now, they actually, at times they pass.
If the rain fall, even my shop, everywhere is water. We thank God because we need the road to tie. We need them, seriously.
At different points of their visit, members of the State Executive Council inspection team gave their assessment of the ongoing projects.
I'm very, very satisfied with what I've seen thus far. I have no doubt in the capacity of the firm. So far, you can see we are all here together as a team. They have also expressed the same level of satisfaction at what is being done. And we do hope that they continue to maintain this standard and the pace of work so that they can get out of the drains at least. In fact, they can complete this job before the rains really start pouring down torrentially.
The efforts of Governor Oborewori in infrastructure development are not only acknowledged in the state, they are also recognized and appreciated outside the state. Last week, he was honored with the prestigious Vanguard newspaper's Governor of the Year award for good governance and transformative leadership.
Indeed, we celebrate and honor the Governor of Delta State, His Excellency, Governor Sheriff Oborewori. Congratulations to the Governor.
In January this year, he was also honored with the This Day newspaper and Arise Television's Infrastructure Governor of the Year 2024 award for properly managing the state's scarce resources in delivering massive projects and other initiatives focused on alleviating poverty in the state.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doyediri has credited the numerous achievements of his administration in the last 5 years to the unwavering support and collective efforts of all Bayelsans whose unrelenting commitment and cooperation have served as the driving force behind the development strides recorded across the state. Governor Diri stated this last week shortly after receiving the prestigious Good Governance Award at the Vanguard Newspaper Personality of the Year Awards held at the AKUGHA Hotel and Suites in Lagos.
Senator Diri's dedication to public service was once again brought to the fore during the 5th anniversary of his administration in February this year, which featured a 2-week spree of impactful and people-centered activities such as free medical outreaches, the commissioning of completed infrastructure projects, and groundbreaking ceremonies for new ones, all aimed at deepening development and enhancing the quality of life for Bielsans. While the Bielsa helmsman considers these strides as part of his responsibility to the people, his contributions have not gone unnoticed by individuals and groups within and outside the state. He was among several distinguished Nigerians honored at the Vanguard Newspaper's Personality of the Year Awards, which took place last week at AKUGHA Hotel and Suites, where he received the Good Governance Award in recognition of his exemplary leadership and impactful contributions to public service.
Congratulations to the Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, the glory of all lands.
Please welcome to receive the Good Governance Award, His Excellency, Doye Diri, Executive Governor of Bayelsa State.
Senator Diri, who dedicated the award to the good people of Bielsa, said the people whom he serves have been the real force behind his administration's success story, adding that the award will only spur him to do more. Some members of the entourage who accompanied the governor to receive the award described Senator Diri's recognition as timely and well-deserved.
We know how Bielsa has been in the past. The manner in which he has been conducting the affairs in the state is what awarding.
This is a testament to His Excellency, the Governor of the state, for his contributions to Bielsa. He has done well. He has brought light to Bielsa State.
He said it is not his award, it is the people's award. It is our award. So this is a testament from outside that they can see his tireless effort towards the development of Bielsa.
Also, the late elder statesman, Pa Edwin Clark, was posthumously awarded the Legacy of Patriotism and Selfless Award, as well as a special recognition for his lifetime service to Nigeria.
Inside the Niger Delta, Azikil Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation. Azikil Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and infrastructure development.
As the people of Rivers State continue to struggle to adjust to life under the state of emergency, more groups are openly declaring their support for suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara while demanding his reinstatement to complete his tenure, which they say has so far been commendable by all standards. Women in the state during a walk and prayer session, as well as former councillors who addressed a press conference, condemned recent developments in the state by the administrator, who they say was imposed on Rivers State in a politically calculated maneuver aimed at subjugating Rivers people and undermining democracy in the country.
Last week, Rivers women under the aegis of Rivers Women Unite Prayer Group staged a protest walk along Aba Road to register their grievances over the political development in the state. The women, who later converged for prayers at the premises of Izugboro Park, called on all well-meaning Nigerians to prevail on the president to end the state of emergency in the state and reinstate the democratically elected structures.
The governor is doing well. There is no problem in this place, in Rivers State, so they should return him. That is our worry. Women are saying return him. That's it why we are here. And we are calling our God. That God should come and deliver us from this injustice. Because we need God now to intervene. They should return our governor.
And we have been praying. Today we decided to possess the land. Walking through the streets of Port Harcourt. Taking back what belongs to us. What all we are asking, reinstate our governor and all the other organs of government, democratic government.
What is this offense of Sasimniala Ifubara? It will not be said on record that during the time of Sasimniala Ifubara that any river's son or daughter's blood was shed on this soil. He put the people of Rivers first. He didn't put his ambition first. It was not about power to him, sir. It was not about authority. It was about governance. It was about democracy. It was about true leadership.
Meanwhile, another group of women also took to the street of Port Harcourt, singing and chanting anti-Fubara songs. They reasoned that declaring a state of emergency became necessary in the interest of peace and stability in the state.
Our democratic structure was decimated. The House of Assembly was made comatose, and there cannot be any democracy with only two arms of government working. We thank Mr. President for declaring a state of emergency in Rivers State. We are grateful, we are at peace with it, and we are living well with it. We are for peace, we don't want problem. Let those they want, we are telling them to want them. They shouldn't come in the state of Rivers State again to cause problem. Telling us there is no peace in Rivers State. The people that got protest some days ago, we don't want it.
For observers of trend, all parties in this matter must tread with caution, while all effort should be focused on entrenching peace and stability in the state and the reinstatement of the elected representative of the people to power.
Inside the Niger Delta.
And just before we go, we take you to Agbara Warri Kingdom, where all is now set for the 2025 celebration of the Iju Owurie Festival, popularly known as Agbasa Juju, by the Urobo-speaking people of Agbara Warri Kingdom in Warri South local government area of Delta State. The much anticipated festival, which is held once every 2 years, is scheduled for April 29, 2025. Held traditionally in April, just before the onset of the rainy season, the Agbasa Juju Festival is a reenactment of ancient war times and how their deity, Owurie, after being summoned, possesses the people, leading them to victory over their enemies. The people from the 7 towns that make up the kingdom, namely Otowodo, which is its traditional headquarters, Igbudu, Ejeba, Okurede, Ogunu, Otegele, and Ukpokiti, are often led in a procession by their chief and head hunter, who carries a basket on his head with a little child in it through the streets to the venue of the showdown. The highlight of the festival is the appearance of the Olotu, otherwise known as the chief warlord of the kingdom, whose presence beams with sheer strength and exuberance that seems to transcend the physical realm. Under the powerful influence of ancestral spirits, the Olotu brandishes his razor-sharp sword, cutting through objects effortlessly and sending shivers down the spines of enthralled spectators. His animated display leaves those who witness it gripped by both fear and awe. The traditional council and the people of Agbara Warri Kingdom heartily call on all and sundry to join them in celebrating their rich culture and heritage, as expressed through the Agbasa Juju Festival. This year's celebration is especially significant as it marks the very first edition under the reign of their revered monarch, His Royal Majesty Kingsley Imakbo Oriri Igbidi II, who ascended the throne of his forebears in December 2023.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, that's where we draw the curtain on the program for today. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region, will be back same time, same station next week. Until then, you can follow us on our social media handles showing right now on your screens. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria. Until next week, I am MAMODE AKUGHA thanking you for staying tuned. Bye for now.